Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, Brissett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying.
A big rush by the Texans, and they block it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And this will be a touchdown. In for the score, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partners, you well know, every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the very rare block punt scooped and returned for a touchdown. What an exciting play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. First down, Brissett. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Funches has it complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On the defensive side here, the starters for the Texans. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
A first down throw for Brissett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. To throw, Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. And it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. Good running from Barkley there on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. As they've got it with a 1st down coming up. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, he's going to let it. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time, it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Extra point safely through, and the lead is up to 15 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Brissett now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett, and he'll complete this one to Berrios. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Brissett on first down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, it's Brissett. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Watch the pass.
They'll throw again. Brissett. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
This is third and goal. Brissett. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check 31, check 31. Check 24, check 24. Alert.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got a man, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And now out comes Houston. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go. Hey! Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Here's Watson. Man open. That's Kiki QT complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Faking the give. Now Watson. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point up and through, and the lead is up to 15 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I got you. Check, check.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he gets it to Funchess complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The throw right sideline here is complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Brissett. Short little throw to Ebron. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. That is caught. Inside the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and goal, Indianapolis.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now in Houston. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Play fake. Brissett. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Watson being chased, and this results in 6. Touchdown! A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So the Colts now down by 15. And time, a huge factor. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 2-point conversion mixed in there as well. Throwing, Brissett. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. First down now, but that clock rolling. Brissett to throw on first. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess, his first touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's it, baby.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Go, go.
Now it's the Colts' turn. Trailing in this one now. 26 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
Touchdown, defense.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. This goes to Mack on the check down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. Funchess has it complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Charles, we saw a lot of points.
Coach, you're locked into the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. Florida, but the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, his throw incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Watson now to throw, and that's complete to Cooks. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force him into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fournette running right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? People say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the draw, this is Fournette. Stays on his feet. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Roughing the kicker, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 10 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Now Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. On first down, it's Watson.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He finds Hopkins complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Ready? Check. Let's go, D.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Minshew, 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He finds his man Johnson. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. It'll be Minshew again. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Minshew to the goal line, but it's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Nick Boyle in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And now it's blocked.
That's one of the better examples of clock.
Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now, as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Fournette. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Ready? 60 out more.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Rambo will put this one through, and we are all tied at 16 apiece. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Darryl Worley up to make the tackle. They'll run it again with Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Texans on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And this is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
So now the Jags down on the scoreboard. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Minshew to Boyle here over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Back to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Fournette. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
it is.
How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. But let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.